Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So, firstly, small account, we're just short of 3% target. I think it was 2.8% made yesterday. So, heading back to recover what we lost last week. Should be another day or two, and then we'll be back in the saddle, so to speak. Okay, so we have had a daily close above this flag. Okay, so essentially, it is 3 days in a row where we've had a new high. Well, not 3 days in a row, but there's a high, there's a high, there's a high. So 2 days in a row, new high, and we've made a new high above here. The only other concern I've got with what we have at the moment is probably this fractal level here, which would then sort of make us, give us a range. Okay, so let's just quickly have a look at the markets before we go on. So Tencent was down yesterday, down again today, but we didn't really follow suit with Tencent, so that's a good sign. And also the Rand dollar is slightly weaker, so 14.41, which also helped us yesterday as well. So last night the US markets were having a pretty strong rally, and then there was quite a big sell-off, almost back to where they started. So yeah, I think the futures market for the US market at the moment is down almost 0.25% for the S&P, 0.4 for the Russell, and 0.4 for the Dow. And the Nasdaq is also down 0.3%. So even though it closed up, well, closed flat. So Nasdaq closed flat. Okay, so this is to be expected. There's a lot of results coming through, and we only just started earnings season. So we've just started with some of the banks. We had some fairly good results with a few of the banks, and then some mixed results with other banks. Okay, so what can we expect today? I'd personally like to see a little bit of structure. So you can see, if I look left where we've drawn this line in, look at all these tails here. Okay, now diagonal lines are great, but they're not my favorite. Okay, horizontal lines they offer a lot more structure, a lot more support and resistance. So I do suspect we get some selling. 52,117. The question is whether we are just going to sell off back down to test a break or to test this diagonal trend line. And you can see it's not perfect. So if we just put it in, so we've got that one which was broken, we've got that one which is broken, and that is our final one there, which has broken. Okay, so I do suspect that we get some form of either where we are now or a little bit higher. I do suspect we're going to get some selling step in. Yeah, the big question is whether it's just going to be a move down to test a breakout. So if I just delete that and we look for breakouts, there's a couple of breakouts. So we've closed on that one. We've got that one there, and we've got that one there. And that lines up with a gap down the bottom, and we've got that one down there as well. Okay, and I think the bigger one here is bottom of range. So the big question here is this top of a range? And that is very possible. Okay, looking at the hour, you can see the trend is up, although it's messy. Current hour trend has been up for the last 3 days. And I suppose if you'd aim for the top of the range over 3 days, that would have been a 660-point trade. But right now, I suppose I would say I'm a little bit cautious. We have broken a flag. We've got a daily close above the flag, but I do think we're going to get some kind of a pullback. And the question is whether it's going to be a deep pullback or whether it's just going to be a gentle pullback and then continue on this current trend that we have on the hour. Okay. Nothing really on the oscillators here to indicate anything, and I don't think on the bigger time frames either. No. No. So I think today it's going to be pretty much the same as yesterday. So yesterday we had fractals that we were looking at. Now the fractal line's drawn in. You can see we broke this fractal. We'd already broken it. Indication was to the long side, and you can see long bit all over the place and then close up on the high. So we closed up on our high, which is also a fairly bullish signal. So still a mixed bag for me. I'm not really 100% sure that we want to trade the flag at the moment. It's a sign as far as I'm concerned. I still want to see some kind of a pullback in structure. If we can get a pullback in structure on the hour, that would start convincing me. Okay, just bear in mind, we've got this gap that's open. So let's look at it. There's a gap here. Okay, and then we have another gap further down. But what really concerns me is all these gaps to the downside. Okay. Anyway, let's just quickly move across to Ichimoku. I have a feeling this is going to verify all the mixed signals that we're seeing at the moment. So from a 12-minute, you can see trend was up, and we had quite a big sell-off. Tended to close the flag, didn't quite. Close the gap, didn't quite close. It bounced off the cloud, and up we went. Okay, there is a measured move here as well, which is that there, which is our double bottom. And that target is still pretty much open. Okay, I'll leave that in there and we'll have a look at that on the higher time frames. 30-minute, everything is bullish, but flat Kijis and flat Tekinson just basically means we're going nowhere. And I mean, that's clear. You can see that. That's fairly clear. I think we have a level here which is quite significant, which was formed yesterday. So we had 3 touches on that, just above the gap. So I do believe that is a level that we need to pay attention to. If we look at it on the hour, you'll see it'll be one fractal there, but lots of tails there. Okay, if I look to the left, you can see quite significant, or how significant that level actually is. Right, so if we look at the hour, everything is bullish. Again, flat Kijis Tekinson, flat cloud. So we're a little bit range bound, and I think that's just going to carry on. Right, so from the 4-hour, bullish with Chiku span breaking through, we are bullish with a cross, and we're bullish with a twist here. Okay, so, and we're above the cloud, so that's 4 bullish signals at the moment. Still want to see a pullback. Okay, so we broke through the cloud here, we came back into the cloud. Broke through the cloud, I want to see a pullback. And look where this level is that we spoke about yesterday. That is 51750. Okay, somewhere in that area, and maybe even just extend a little bit further down to this gap. Okay, so that's 51719. That's kind of the area that I'd like to see exactly what's going on. The other thing that does worry me at the moment is that triangle that's forming. Okay, I'm not going to call it a flag because we're kind of in a range, so that is pretty much a triangle at the moment, and I do suspect it's back to the bottom of the triangle, or if we do break the triangle, then you're looking for bottom, sorry, not that one, then you're looking for bottom of range, which is all the way down here. Well, let's just be a little bit conservative and take it just on the gap close, 51229. Okay, and lastly on the daily, it is bullish, but we're range bound. Okay, so the daily has this flag break here is fairly significant. Okay, you can see we attempted to break through there, and then we broke through here. So just delete the noise. And this is the picture that I'm more inclined to believe. Okay, we've had a bit of a flag break, so it's either going to turn into a flag, or it is going to continue in a bigger range. So it's one of the two things. The ultimate change in direction is going to be a break between 5122 or 51220. Okay, so for me today, to be honest with you, probably not even going to bother with Aussie. What I may be interested in is to see what kind of price action happens at the level we're at now. So let's just use yesterday's fractal levels there, and that pretty much the whole range of yesterday. So what we're going to look for is on 52062, have a look at the open to see what happens here. I suspect we bounce the down, well, just roll over back to the downside. And I have a sneaky suspicion that we're going to take out that level there, and we're going to worry about this being a range. And we're going to need a break above one of these three fractals here to indicate that we have a change in direction, and that's on the daily. So I suspect this is going to be top of range, so I think that the easy trade is going to be short from here, and then take your profit wherever you see the first sign of chaos. Okay, so you could have a range trade here of 300 points, okay, or alternatively, you could have a bigger range trade of 790 points. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. I'm not sure why we are falling. I see Hang Seng is down at the moment. I haven't seen any news yet, so there could be some political noise out there, or it could just be some just be waiting for extra results to come out. And today there's a whole string of results coming out as well. Okay, so for me, one of the things is either stay out of this, or alternatively treat this as a range and look for some price action on the top here for a short, but keep that stop really tight in case this flag plays out, and then look to take profit at the common areas. And this area here is a common area for me, so that's 51750. That would be the first level to take profit. Should get a bounce. If we get a sort of a lower high and we start rolling, that's another opportunity for short, anticipating a break of this level. Okay, so that's it for me today. I hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.